Welcome to the Chop Team. I'm your host, Seth the Dark Child.
I'm your host, twinsinc.
Our show is about two guys and any friends that happen to come over with a topic that we want to chop up.
This is our barbershop style podcast. We discuss it all. If the fellas at the shop will go in on it, we will. Let's chop it up.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We is back with another topic here. Part two. No. Yeah, it's part two. Part two. And I hope you caught or catch or watch last week's episode. And the topic was, why don't men understand things from a woman's perspective? That topic alone had to be chopped down by itself about the woman's perspective, right? Mm-hmm. This week on this show right now, we got some bullet points that the person provided to us. Mm-hmm. So this topic was given to us from a lady, and she wanted to have a conversation on our show. Mm-hmm. As I keep stating that we love to have women on the show. You don't have to be here physically. If you want to call in, that's fine too. You can call in, but we'll always have a warm, welcome, hot seat or hot phone line available for you to call in and jump into the conversation with us. Okay? Mm-hmm. Seth the Dark Child, how you doing, my brother?
Hey, I'm enjoying today so much. I'm just liking this.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, we're going to get right into it. We ain't spend much time just blah, 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 blah. So the first point of the main topic here, why don't men understand things from a woman's perspective, right? Mm-hmm. So number one, this person wrote, love language. For example, hers could be words of affirmation or actions, yet he, the guy, would buy gifts instead. Mm-hmm. So the lady, she knows her love languages, okay? So her language is affirmation and actions. Mm-hmm. But the guy she's dealing with only buys her gifts instead. So before I get all the way into this, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you, or my people back home, keep it a buck. Love languages. Now, I've heard of it through my being, just hearing about it, right? I'm 40 years old, so I heard about it throughout my lifespan. But the question I have for you, the ladies who want to base their relationship off these horoscopes and love language books stuff, when it comes to love languages and all of them, right? Mm-hmm. Where do a young boy who's going to be a young teenager then becomes a young man? At what stage of his life is he supposed to learn about love languages? What class is that in? Because I took English, Spanish, Ebonics, computer language, like C++, COBOL, all those things. I know all these other languages. But when it's talking about love languages, where in the world am I supposed to learn about this? I'm not a person, and I'm speaking for twins right now. As me, twins, I'm not a big person of reading books. Now, I'll read books about computer stuff or things I like, which will help me what? Make money.
Make money.
As far as entertainment-wise, I'll first. You know what I'm saying? As far as entertainment, I'm going to pop on a Netflix or something on YouTube and watch. I'm not going to sit here and try to read a book about love languages because, honestly, I don't need a book to dictate how I should be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Like, well, chapter 7 here says you should be doing this. Man, I don't care about that book. How's that book going to benefit me in the long-term run? And I did look it up prior to the show. The book came out in 1992. So prior to 1992, people were falling in our love with no problem without a book.
Pretty much.
So while I was sitting down in 92, a guy came out and made a book. When a girl, a couple people made it. Cool. But why am I going to base my everyday movements in relationship with you based on these love languages? Especially if you didn't really outline these love languages from day one when you first dated. Mm-hmm. You have to set the bar. Like when we're on the phone chit-chatting, mm-hmm. I'm getting to know you, and this is old school dating. Today era is different, but when I'm getting to know you, hey, what do you like to do? We like going, what kind of books like what are you into, right? Mm-hmm. And then after I get the basic question away, tell me about you. How do you, how do you like to be, approached, or how you like to be dealt with, or X, Y, Z? I need to know. You can't be, I don't know. You just, just go with the flow. No, see, that's where you mess up. If you're a type of person who likes to be told certain things, affirmation, and what she say here? She said her love language is affirmation and actions. So I guess daily, baby, you look good. You look nice.
Oh, but no.
No, that's wrong.
No, let me read it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let
I looked it up.
Okay.
And let's read because it's 5.
Oh, five of the love languages altogether or the affirmation?
It says 5. It says 5.
Okay,
let me read. Let me read it.
Let me sit back.
I'm just gonna check because I guess we should listen. If I misunderstand anything, anyone who actually speaks these languages, let us know. But the first love language is words of affirmation.
Words affirmation. Okay.
That means spoken words, written cards, and letters. Okay. That communication is encouraging words, compliments, affirming spirit. No idea what that means. Is that like the Holy Ghost? I'm just curious. I don't know. Affirming spirit. Can I get rid of that? Do I need to go to church? Never mind. You know what? Oh, avoid. It says emotionally harsh words, undue criticism. What? So you don't want me to tell you wrong or yell at you? What is undue criticism? I don't know. Sometimes you deserve. I mean, when I leave the toilet seat up and she get mad and yell at me for leaving the toilet seat up, was that undue criticism? Because I felt emotionally harsh. Okay.
What's the next one?
The next one is quality time. Quality time is the second love language.
Okay.
It says this is running errands, taking trips, doing things together, going on walks, sitting at home talking.
Okay.
All right. So the thing how you communicate this is quiet places with no interruption. You mean sitting in the room and not talking? Me watching my game, you reading the book and leaving me to blank alone? Because that sounds a whole lot like my love language. Undivided attention. That means paying attention when I'm having a conversation with you and not looking at your cell phone or talking to your mama on the phone while I'm trying to tell you about my day at work. I don't get that's undivided attention, right? Okay. One-to-one conversations mean me and you talking. Because no man actually ever wants to hear the words of we need to talk.
Oh man.
Okay. Here's what you should avoid in that second love language. Too much time with friends or groups. Look, isolation. Gaps of time between meetings. You mean like when I go to work every day and I can't talk to you for 8 hours a day and you get lonely, so you slept with the mailman? That kind of gap in time? I'm just wondering.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. The third love language is receiving gifts.
Okay. Who don't like gifts?
Who don't like gifts? Man. Let's see what they say, though.
Okay, what they say?
It means giving gifts.
Okay, giving.
Giving time.
Remembering
special occasions. Giving small tokens. Now, I play D&D. So do you want some of those little tokens? Because I got a little wizard. He's about this big, highly detailed. What?
D&D is Dungeon and Dragon, okay?
Oh, not no freaky stuff.
Hey,
this is a family channel.
I understand it, but make sure everybody knows Dungeons and Dragons, D&D. Continue.
Okay. So communication portion is private giving of gifts, meaning I should just give you stuff at the house. I don't understand.
So I mean, once again, I didn't read the book to understand it, but so I would assume that if you like to receive gifts, that means you also like giving gifts, right?
I would. Well, you know what? That might be a different language.
Okay.
I don't want to get ahead of myself.
But then that's selfish then.
Wait.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We're still just trying to figure out what these languages is. We new to this. Okay. So private giving of gifts and pleasant facial expressions. I guess smiling. I heard a lot of women. Black women gotta.
You might smell somebody. You might be in the Me Too movement.
Exactly.
Yeah, give them a hit nod.
And you better not tell a black woman to smile because she could have a fit. Who you telling? Okay. Negatives. Materialism. I guess you shouldn't get red bottoms. we shouldn't break up because I couldn't take you to roof, Chris? I'm just wondering. That's material. Forgetting special events.
Like,
Not,
what kind of special event?
I assume my birthday or
Is that special? I mean, I guess it
I
is.
was born. It's pretty special to
I
me.
guess. I mean, yeah, it's your national holiday, right? Okay.
But materialism. That's a negative in the love language. Who would have known? The fourth love language is acts of service. What this means is assisting with house chores. Yeah, I'm pretty sure not for me. Ongoing acts of helpfulness. Wonder what that means. Exchanging of chores. Once again, exchanging of chores. I don't know what that means. So you want me to vacuum and you'll go change the tires on the car?
And then next week, she'll clean. Then you do tires, I guess.
Oh,
Or
well, no, because if that's the case, so I can go and vacuum and wash dishes, and you'll get up and re-shingle the roof. Okay, that seems like a fair trade.
let's make it no. How about I'll wash the dishes and you go outside and cut the grass.
Fair trade.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll do that.
I don't want you to go climb it, but you
Yeah,
cut the grass.
I'll go bust the hell out of them.
Yeah, yeah. All right, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, communication. Say. These are things you should say. What can I do for you? I will stop and get. Today I did for you. Make a checklist.
Listen, man, you done yet?
For that portion, I guess.
Keep going.
Okay, well, that's a positive. These are the negatives.
All right, give me the negatives.
Forgetting promises. Overcommitment of tasks. Not sure what that means.
Overcommit. I mean,
You overbooked. You made plans with me and your mama, so you blew me off. Okay, I'm just wondering. And ignoring. You mean when I call you and you let it ring because you getting your back blowed out by Todd? That was ignoring me. You really hurt my feelings. I mean, I understand that you were getting your back blowed out and he had to get home and get back to his girlfriend, but I deserve more.
you done?
Go ahead.
You done?
Yeah, right now.
No. I need you to
I
finish.
got one more.
Go ahead. Read it.
Okay. The fifth love language.
Oh, hold on. It said so.
It's four. It's five.
Oh, it's 5 languages. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
the
sorry.
fifth
Go ahead.
is physical touch. That's your fifth love language.
Okay.
Physical touch is hugs, pats, touches, sitting close. They totally left out wrapping your legs around my waist. That should be right there. Physical touch, get it up, shout it, is physical touching. No? You want to continue?
Continue.
The positive, once again, pleasant facial expression. Mostly nonverbal. Smile and shut up. Way to go. Negatives. Physical abuse. Corporal punishment.
God damn.
Threats. Neglect. So you want me to not physical abuse you, but don't neglect you. You can't have it both ways. I'm either gonna hit you or leave you, shouty. Not no joke here. But those are the 5 love languages from Mr. Gary Chapman's book.
Okay. First off, I just want to jump in real quick.
Yeah, run it.
Listen, I was getting frustrated, confused, depressed while he's reading all those love languages. Now, mind you, the person who wrote it down, she wrote affirmation or actions. So it's not like she has a mixture of 2 of those 5 love languages. Because you said affirmation, that's one by itself, and action is no one by itself. So if I'm confused trying to understand what your love language is, how can any man understand what? Because you're confusing. You got 2 love languages. You have affirmation, you have actions. So you wanted me to do things, but then you want me to tell you that I'm confused. See, once again, if I gotta look up some of these definitions to understand what the hell I mean, as I'm reading this book, I'm like, I ain't doing this bull. Like, why am I sitting here trying to have a dictionary over here? I'm reading the book right here, and I'm taking notes over here, trying to figure you out.
Yeah. Remember what I said earlier? Pick one. You can't be a queen, a thought, a lady, and a witch. Pick one.
You can't have all the
How
best
about,
worlds. So hold on, I'm gonna stop right there for a second.
okay, run it.
Listen, if you're trying to be part of 2 categories
Or 3,
or 3,
or 4,
and they
or 5, because you don't make up your day. Keep going.
because mind you, they have positives, right? And they
Uh-huh.
have negatives,
Yes.
and they're all different for each one. And
Except
as a guy, I'm like, man, listen here, here's some money, some flowers.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
That would that be gifts of service? Receiving gifts or acts of service?
Yeah, but this person loves affirmation and action.
Yeah, okay. Affirmation and action. There's no real action. What was it again?
Affirmation and action. There's an acts of service. So
Acts of service.
So I would put actions under acts of service.
No. Well, she said she liked affirmation.
Yeah, affirmation
He
first.
gave her stuff though.
Yeah, he will buy gifts instead.
So that's actually receiving gift. Oh, acts of service, receiving gifts. They don't really say nothing about giving gifts. That's why women selfish. It ain't part of their language.
See, listen. I'm glad y'all watch. I'm glad y'all catching this in 2D, 3D, or 4D. He has the book up right now, or the description.
Well,
of
just
it.
a little quick description.
Still, but I got the definition here of what she did. Her language is affirmation, action, and we really still can't understand which category that she really fits in. If the person's doing the wrong thing or right thing. So you want to have a relationship basing off love languages, but your love language that you are is confusing as hell.
Well, how about this though? I gotta throw this on the table.
Go ahead.
This is stupid to me. I'm sorry, not stupid. I don't want to be harsh.
Well, it's your opinion. So
less smart. It says all of these things I have and continue to do. All of these things, spoken words. Yeah, I used to tell my girl I care. I don't really use the L word no more because I don't like to lie. So I don't really like doing that anymore. But spoken words, written cards, and letters. I mean, I've done all these goofy things. Encouraging words, compliments, affirming spirit, all of that stuff in my relationship, which didn't work out. Which emotionally harsh words. I've actually shut up and not said some things I should have said because I didn't want to,
hurt nobody's feelings.
Yeah, because I am the dark child. It actually hurt my spirit not to say some of the stuff I should have said.
But also add this in too. As men, why would I say something to a woman that I apparently love, take care of, or marry, whatever? Like, you're my woman, right? You're my person I chose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I say the harshest and meanest thing to you, knowing that I care about you? But the thing is this.
Wait till you break up.
Those things
you're gonna hear everything.
It's crazy because the people that's supposed to love you, take care of you, be the one to say the harshest and meanest things to you.
Bruh. I got some.
Strangers want to say, you know what? Because strangers might get their head knocked off.
I got some text messages you wouldn't believe. At the end of a relationship, bro, it can go downhill.
Like, what? Okay, like you feel this way about me?
And then another one, quality time. Quality time involves running errands, taking trips, doing things together, going on walks, sitting and talking at home. This sounds like a date. Quality time sounds a whole lot like dating you, being in a relationship with you. So I can talk nice to you, but I ain't got to do all this other stuff? Or do you just take those two languages in the same bucket? You know what I'm saying? Quiet places with no interruption, undivided attention, one-to-one conversation. That sounds like me sitting across the table from you after buying you dinner and talking to you about your plans and what horoscope you have, right? What's a negative? Too much time with friends or groups. Ladies, have y'all, negative. That's just raw, uncut negative.
So,
they dish this out with both hands all the time.
Once again, I'm gonna go back to the basics.
What?
Where are we supposed to learn these love languages?
No. I don't want you to go there yet.
Okay,
I don't want you to go there yet because we're gonna bang our head up against this. So quality time is crazy. Running errands. Your girl will run errands for you, but sometimes she won't. Taking trips. Almost always happy to go on trips. Ain't never willing to pay for now. Doing things together. Love us doing stuff together. Always love us doing, except for when she don't want us around. She don't want us going through her cell phone. Where you gonna be at? Who you at? Tell me where you go. You don't never want to talk about that portion though. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Receiving gifts. It is really odd that receiving gifts is its own thing. I don't see anything where giving gifts.
That's selfish.
Giving, it says giving gifts, giving time, remembering special occasion, giving small tokens. The vast majority of women I've ever kicked it with fail right here. Don't let the first 3 months of a relationship fool you. The first 3 months, you get treated like a king. After that, you start getting not treated like a king. Okay? Private giving of gifts, pleasant facial expression. Black women don't smile. I'm not even gonna give y'all a pass on this. Most black women, it actually hurt their spirit to smile. We got Kevin Samuel did a whole show on it, and you don't get that one for free no more. Materialism. Once again, black women, and I say women specifically, black women, but no, white women do it too. All y'all want is want. But I can't tell you the last time a woman came out of pocket and like, yo, here goes $600 for you to go and buy your Xbox. Somebody did buy my Xbox. Anyway.
Going by my PlayStation or Xbox, but continue.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, I've taken my girl to get her nails done, her feet done. You know what I'm saying? We've went out to eat. This chick ain't never been like, yo, here, let's go out to dinner. It might be one time out of 10. Go to the movies. I'll buy the popcorn. I'll buy the popcorn. You buy dinner and drive and put gas in the car and buy the tickets. But I got you on popcorn. I'm sorry, y'all messing up on that. Acts of service, assisting with house chores, ongoing acts of helpfulness. This is after I did all this other stuff with giving gifts, and I still got to do all the house chores. Ongoing acts of helpfulness. What can I do for you? I will stop and get you. Today I did for you. Ladies, this part need to be printed on y'all. You need to tattoo this on the palm of your hand because 90% of y'all don't know how to use that statement. Y'all reading this and only hearing what y'all want to hear. You really don't want to get in a room full of men and discuss this, right? Forgetting promises, overcommitment to tasks, ignoring. Ladies, y'all invented ghosting, not men. Y'all invented ghosting. Y'all invented forgetting promises. Get a woman to make a promise. I dare you. Get her to commit to doing something. I dare you. And final, physical touch. Hugs, pat, touches. That sounds like you trying to Me Too somebody. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. That the fifth act of love or love language will get you locked up. I don't even want to go no further on that. Anyway, where were you about to go, brother?
When you start breaking down everything that he just went over, ladies and gentlemen, only thing I heard was want. Listen, ladies, do you understand most men, not all, but most men have a short attention span? Like,
we don't really have a short attention span. We just have a short attention span for bull stuff.
Listen,
for bull
what
stuff.
I said on the last episode, say what you need. Say exactly what it is up front. Don't have me trying to figure things out. I don't have time to try to figure out. Tell me the things that you want to do. Tell me things that you like. But also make sure that, but on top of that, the things that you like and you want, make sure you find out what your man wants and needs at the same time. See, I think the problem is that we're so focused on what he's doing for me, but what are you doing for him?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know his love language? Does he even have a love language? I mean, this is for the people out there. These are for the people out there who basing the relationship of love languages, right? It's not for everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I say all the time, if the conversation doesn't apply, you let it fly. So if it got nothing to do with you, you have no dog in this fight. But for the people out there who want to use these love languages as a stepping stone guide in the relationship, do you also take that same energy that you have about love languages for yourself, for him?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the things that you want him to do, he don't like doing those things. So you want to force somebody to do something that they normally don't do or feel uncomfortable doing. He's doing because he know that he likes it, but he don't like doing it. Maybe y'all not maybe y'all two are just not a match at all. If you're gonna base off the love languages, right?
Well,
I'm just saying, if we don't base the relationship off love languages, then maybe it's not a match. But my thing is this: if this conversation about love languages wasn't part of the conversation from day one, that's where you fell
Yes.
as the woman.
Part of it, yep.
Because I don't know too many men, if any, that's going to say, "Oh man, when I date women, I gotta make sure I know her love language is." I've never heard that.
Never.
I know a lot of the men,
ever.
and of course, I don't know all the men. Right? Let's be clear. I don't know all the men in the world, but all the men that I've known from middle school, from after high school, in college in Pittsburgh, going to multiple colleges, universities in Pittsburgh, then traveling, working in the call center in Pittsburgh, moving to Atlanta, dealing with people in the Atlanta call center, and people live in Atlanta, then living in Florida, Tampa, Florida for a year and a half, about 2 years, dealing with people in our call center. I had never heard a man come up and say, "Hey man, I only date women once I know her love languages. And once I know her love languages, I maximize it, make sure." No. So if you think men are running around here trying to learn the love languages to make sure he catered to you, that's where you fell. I'm putting that on you because you're basing a relationship of love languages. And mind you, this is arbitrarily designed and defined definitions of words.
Go ahead.
And mind you, once again, ladies and gentlemen, just make sure you know where we're going from. This is part 2. And the main topic was, why don't men understand things from a woman's perspective, right? Mm-hmm. So this is part 2 of that topic, but the topic that we're breaking down, valid point 1 or valid point 2, is love languages. This is a question she asked we want to talk about. Example, hers could be affirmation or actions. So first off, you're not even clear of what your love language is. I'm confused. And reading through the definition of it, I really don't know what is your love language is, me personally. Seth might understand it, but me, I don't. No. And then the person that she's with, he buys her a gift. Because I like, as a man, like, man, you know what? Buy her this. Because like I'm confused. I don't know exactly what you want. So to go the safe route, say, hey, I can't go wrong if I buy her this. If I buy her a gift, or she need a new phone, buy her a new phone. She crying about her clothes, get her money, get some clothes. If I do those things, then I can't go wrong. But even when I do those things, you're still not grateful enough to say, at least he tried, right? At least he bought me something that I can use. Now, if he bought you a dog, but you wanted a cat, or you wouldn't know him at all, then yeah, definitely a disconnect there. But we as men, we don't have time to really sit there and try to figure out the love languages. There's too many things we have to worry about: our jobs, our kids, these bills. I don't got time to really figure out what these love languages. If this is something that you didn't bring to the table from day one conversation, I'm not trying to hear it 5 years in a relationship talking about, well, he don't know my love language. Where was that 5 years ago? Because when that was no problem there. Was this part of your love language at the time? If that was, then that's what he thought it was. And men, we don't. I'll just say this, ladies, when a man picks and chooses you to be in a relationship, to be married, XYZ, the actions you do in beginning relationship is how we dictate who we gonna choose. If you taking care of me, you cooking for me, you catering to me, you taking care of me that way as well, I'm like, yo, I like everything she got going on. She's beautiful, this, and I'm getting this on a regular. Oh, I'm gonna get this for life. What I do, marry you, put a ring on it, and I'm expecting those things until the end of time. I'm hanging up my jersey, like, fellas, ladies, sorry, ladies, I'm out the streets no more. I'm hanging it up. I got me a good one. But then years in, you start falling off doing those things. Mm-hmm. But I continue doing exactly what I'm doing. And also you brought to me as, well, you don't know what love languages. Wait a minute. Where does love languages come from? I mean, the book been out since 1992. I was born in 1982. So 10 years I've been born. Hey, love language there. Right. But my thing is, the love thing wasn't something I was based on our relationship when we got together. Mm-hmm. That's my gripe, or that's how I feel. Did you, man or woman, did we have these conversations about love languages in the beginning of a relationship? Mm-hmm. And if did the person stick to those things in the beginning of a relationship? And if he was iffy or she was iffy, why did you stay? Because I mean, if you know what your love language is and you see the person not maintain it, why would you stay there? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you know what? I mean, he can get better. See, that's what you mess up. I think where we all mess up, men and women, is when we try to change a person. Like, oh, girl, see, I'll tell you this. I was having a conversation with my friend Kearney, And we said one thing that men don't do, what women do is this. I don't pick a woman and be like, ooh, I can fix her.
I can change her.
I can change her.
She'll be.
But a woman would see a man like, oh no, let me go back. What's the word they have? He has
Potential.
Ding, 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 ding.
Gotcha.
There we go. Let me go back for a second. I never looked at a woman and be like, oh, she got potential. No, maybe potential to be my wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that
I never looked at a woman and said.
Well, no.
I mean, I've looked at after
you
you smash and you holler at her for a couple weeks, you be like, she got potential. She might be able to move up, but just randomly, she walking, I'm gonna marry her. I never did that.
Okay, right, I'm with you. So what I'm saying that because I know women who look at the men and the reason why they stick around for so long because they'll be like, oh, he got potential. Mm-hmm. We don't do that. Most maturing men, not all men, maturing men, we don't do that. I don't look at a woman and say, oh, she got potential to make this amount of money or she could be a good woman here. I don't know. I take you for who you are. Once you show me who you are, I accept it. I don't look at it as, well, she eventually can get better. And I hope she don't go backwards. No one wants someone to go backward, but as long as she stay where she's at, she stay right there, I can deal with it. Cool. If she gets better, that's just a caviar. That's a bonus plus. Mm-hmm. But women will look at men like, oh man, even though he lived with his mama, but he had potential to be the next biggest thing rapper or whatever. But you already got 3 kids, but I still gave him son. But now I'm seeing a little crazy. I'm like, why? Well, he had potential. Stupid. Stupid.
Bruh.
So once again, ladies, stop going with these potential stuff. Show who you are, be who you want. And if you date someone and they can't show you right away, they can maintain or stimulate you all the way based on your love languages or whatever it may be, leave. Leave. Like you can just get up and leave. Like you're not tied to anybody right away. Unless you get pregnant within the first 3 days you start talking to somebody, then that's your fault.
Yeah.
Why you have unprotected sex.
Don't
but anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. Once again on topic.
Bruh.
Why don't men understand things from one perspective? I can't even understand the love language that you are. So how can I understand your perspective? If you listen to the episode last week, we talked about the perspective, which is your point of view. Every woman, every person has their own point of view. So if your point of view is not clear, how can I understand your perspective if your point of view is not clear? Which calls back on your love languages. How can I understand your language? You got 2 different love languages. You have affirmation or actions. And then on top of that, each one has different negatives to them. Oh man, my head is hurt just thinking about it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Seth the Dark Child.
Yeah, I'm a piggyback onto that a lot. That's everything you said and some other things. So first off, ladies, for future reference, I finally understood what the 12 zodiac. I can tell you all 12 zodiac signs. I couldn't do that until recently, really. So I just found out about zodiac sign. Now you want me to learn love languages too? That y'all asking for a lot. Second, I've been in a relationship, even looking at all of these things in these love languages. You should be doing all of these things all anyway, shouldn't you? What part of giving gifts and helping out with chores and physical touch and pleasant facial expression, all of that is part of a relationship. See, I had a conversation with a woman. It's always about me. Once again, I compartmentalize stuff so much that I can pull out specific instances to talk about because I compartmentalize things. I had a conversation and she literally told me that that I was doing too much for her because I guess my love language is acts of service, right? But her love language was supposed to be, once again, it's amazing that no woman's love languages are giving gifts and acts of service. Y'all check that out when you start talking to women. Y'all love language ain't nothing that involve y'all doing something for a man for the most part. But she told me I was doing too much for her. That's how I express how I care. To make your life better makes me happy. To make sure, I say this to any woman that I've dated, and if it ever comes up, we can have a conversation. As a man, I've never left a woman in a worse position than she was when she met me.
I can say that too.
Once again,
facts.
Now I might not write you cards. I might not provide you the pleasant facial expression. I'm damn sure gonna dish out some undue and harsh criticism because if you F up, I'm gonna deal with it. But I've never left a woman in a poorer position than when I met her. I'm talking about financially. I'm talking about mentally. Well, I ain't gonna say mentally because y'all crazy, but you know what I'm saying? No woman had ever left me and thank God she was gone. All my ex-girlfriends still got my number. It doesn't matter. If I kicked it with you for more than 3 times, you still got my number. And I don't make a lot of those phone calls. You got to understand, this right here is just, these love languages, that's just something for you to argue about. If you're not doing pretty much everything on that list, you dropping the ball somewhere in your relationship. And if you want to focus on this one section without acknowledging these other sections, that's just you trying to justify yourself doing something that will probably damage your relationship. And then you want to be able to justify it. I broke up with him because he didn't understand my love language, right? Without you ever actually investing in yourself to deal with his love language. Why you didn't meet him on his level? Why every man got to come up to your level? Why don't you provide acts of service to him? Because he wants to see that you love him the same way that he loves you. You just mad because he don't love you the way you love him. Everybody's different. I think it's better if you love somebody, meet them on their level. That's all it is. You don't change them and try to drag them by the collar like Twins just told you. You don't drag them up to your level. This is what I had to offer. This is what you had to offer. If you really want to make it work with me, one of us is going to have to come to the other person's level, and you are the one who understands these levels in your mind. So guess who it is on to change? I'm ignorant. I don't even know what you're talking about. If you want me to do something and you to be happy, you might have to come to my level because you are the one who understands what these levels are. That's just my thought. I'm willing to let it go at that point because this is messy. I can't believe y'all women thinking this stuff and y'all using this as justification in a relationship. This ain't even fair. It doesn't make sense. This is why men don't understand a female's perspective. It doesn't make sense. That's why we don't. Yeah, I'm mic dropped on that.
I was looking for the mic to drop, but they're all hooked up, so I can't drop my good mic. So I definitely have an imaginary mic right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching, boom.
There you go.
If you want to see him do the mic drop, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune to the Chop Team. We do live recordings on Sundays. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Chop Team. Hit the notification button so you know when it happens. You can catch it when it pops up. But yes, we won't put an end on this part 2 conversation. And once again, like Seth the Dark Child just said, the conversation is why don't men understand things from a woman's perspective? So tune into next week for part 3. Okay. Matter of fact, you got to tune. I ain't gonna tell you what the part 3 is gonna be. Tune in. Exactly. We out.
Peace.
Peace.